Have you ever felt a place call to you across time? Egypt does that. It's as if the very air here hums with the echoes of ancient voices, inviting you to step into a world where the past and present are forever entwined. It's a land that whispers secrets on the desert wind, where history is written on the very stones you walk upon. Every grain of sand seems to hold a memory, every shadow a story waiting to be discovered. There's a certain magic here, a feeling that the past is just a breath away. You can almost hear the footsteps of pharaohs and the prayers of priests echoing through the corridors of time. You sense it in the golden light bathing ancient temples, in the way the sun seems to linger on the stones, as if reluctant to leave such sacred ground. In the aroma of spices in a bustling market, the scents swirl together, carrying tales from distant lands and centuries past. And in stories shared over sweet mint tea, laughter and wisdom, are passed from one generation to the next, weaving new memories into the fabric of daily life. Egypt is more than pyramids and treasures, it's a living, breathing country, full of kindness and contrasts. Here, ancient wonders stand side by side with the vibrant energy of modern life, creating a tapestry that is both timeless and ever-changing. My journeys here have been extraordinary, sailing the Nile, wandering Karnak's grand halls, and feeling the heartbeat of history beneath my feet. With each visit, I find myself discovering new layers, hidden corners, and untold stories that make Egypt endlessly fascinating. Egypt gets under your skin in the most wonderful way, connecting you to a thread stretching back millennia. It's simply spellbinding, a place where every moment feels touched by eternity. So, let's peel back the layers of this incredible place together. There's so much more to see, to feel, and to understand. We'll explore its vibrant present and impossibly deep past, meeting the people who keep its traditions alive and discovering the innovations shaping its future. We'll listen for echoes of ancient spells and see how they still resonate today, in rituals, art, and the everyday magic of Egyptian life. Egypt is a story, a grand, epic tale still being written, with each visitor adding their own chapter to its endless narrative. And somehow, it becomes part of your own story too. The memories you make here will linger long after you leave. Come on, let's begin. The adventure is just getting started. There are wonders waiting around every corner, and mysteries yet to be unraveled, and it promises to be quite something. Egypt's magic is real, and it's waiting for you. To truly understand Egypt, you must walk its streets. Every step immerses you in a world where ancient history and modern life blend seamlessly, creating a rhythm unique to this land. Imagine Cairo at dawn, the call to prayer echoing from minarets, painting the city with a sense of peace and purpose. The streets awaken with the sounds of cars weaving through traffic, vendors setting up their stalls, and laughter drifting through the morning air. The air is thick with the smell of fresh baladi, Egypt's beloved flat bread, baked in small neighborhood bakeries. This simple bread is a daily staple, connecting generations and communities. Markets like Khan el-Khalili burst with color, lanterns, spices, and silver jewelry, all in a joyful, noisy dance. Every corner offers a new discovery, from fragrant spices to handcrafted treasures. Haggling is a tradition, more about connection than price. It's a lively exchange, a social ritual that brings strangers together, often ending with a smile and a handshake. In the afternoon, families gather, sharing meals and stories. Hospitality is everything. The table overflows with dishes, laughter, and the warmth of togetherness. To be invited into a home is an honor. You're treated like royalty, offered endless tea and food. Every guest is welcomed with open arms, and every meal is a celebration of friendship. In these quiet moments, you feel Egypt's true heart. Stories are shared, memories are made, and the bonds of family grow stronger. As evening falls, the city transforms. People stroll the Nile's banks, cafes fill with laughter and shisha smoke. The golden light of sunset reflects on the water, inviting everyone to slow down and savor the moment. Life is lived out in the open, shared with family and community. Parks and squares become gathering places, where stories and smiles are exchanged freely. Weddings are grand, joyous affairs, filled with music and dancing. These celebrations can last for days, uniting families and friends in unforgettable moments of happiness. Egypt's way of life is vibrant, warm, and deeply connected. Here, Connection is everything, and every day is a chance to celebrate life together. And that's the real magic of daily life in Egypt, an endless tapestry of joy, tradition, and togetherness, woven into every moment. Now, let's travel back in time, thousands of years, to the banks of the Nile. Imagine the golden sun rising over the water, casting its glow on a land that would soon become the cradle of civilization. The river was Egypt's lifeblood, flooding each year to create fertile land and allow civilization to flourish. These annual floods brought rich silt, turning the desert into a green oasis and making it possible for people to grow crops and build communities. Without the Nile, there would be no pyramids, no pharaohs, no Egypt. The river shaped every aspect of life, from the food people ate to the gods they worshipped. From this gift, one of the world's first great civilizations emerged. Villages grew into cities and cities into a powerful kingdom that would last for millennia. The Egyptians were innovators, inventing writing, building awe-inspiring monuments and mastering engineering. They developed hieroglyphs to record their history, and their knowledge of mathematics and astronomy was far ahead of its time. The Great Pyramid of Giza stood as the tallest structure for nearly 4,000 years, a testament to their ambition and skill. Even today, it remains one of the most iconic wonders of the ancient world. Their world was filled with gods, goddesses, and divine kings. Religion touched every part of life, guiding their actions and inspiring their art. Temples like Karnak and Luxor were built as homes for the gods, their columns telling stories of pharaohs and rituals. These sacred spaces were centers of worship, celebration, and community. The Egyptians believed deeply in the afterlife, building tombs and perfecting mummification to ensure eternity. Their elaborate burial practices reflected a hope for immortality and reunion with loved ones. Their focus on eternity drove them to create monuments that still fascinate us. These structures have survived the ages, standing as silent witnesses to a glorious past. Walking among these ruins, you feel the power and devotion of a civilization that became legend. Every stone tells a story. Every carving echoes with ancient voices. Their legacy endures, connecting us to the ancient world. Today, Egyptians live alongside these wonders, proud heirs to a remarkable heritage. Egypt's story is not just history, it's a living legend. The past and present blend together, creating a unique tapestry of culture and tradition. And it all began on the banks of the Nile, where the story of civilization first unfolded and continues to inspire the world. In Egypt, family is the foundation of society, now and for thousands of years. Ancient art shows husbands, wives, and children together, their warmth and affection timeless. Marriage and children were blessings, ensuring the family's future. Today, families are large and close-knit, often spanning generations under one roof. Elders are respected, their wisdom valued. Important decisions are made together, with everyone's support. Love and marriage remain central, with weddings celebrated as grand, joyful events, uniting entire communities. This web of relationships provides security and identity. In Egypt, you know who you are through your family. These bonds are a source of strength and comfort. In a world that can feel isolating, Egypt's focus on family is truly special. It's a timeless tradition, passed down from the pharaohs to today. The ancient Egyptians lived in a world brimming with magic, the force of creation. Words and rituals held power, shaping everything from healing to the afterlife. Spells were written on papyrus, amulets and tomb walls, recipes for protection and transformation. The Book of the Dead was a guide for the soul's journey, filled with spells to overcome obstacles. Amulets like the Ankh, Scarab, and Eye of Horus offered protection and luck. People wore them, believing in their power to keep harm at bay. Today, echoes of this magic remain. Blue beads ward off the evil eye, and phrases like protect against envy. The belief in unseen forces persists, woven into daily life. The magic has simply changed its form. In Egypt, the ancient and the modern still walk side by side. Egypt's influence on the world is impossible to overstate. They gave us writing, hieroglyphs, everyday scripts, and papyrus, the world's first paper. This revolutionized how knowledge was recorded and shared, laying the foundation for libraries and global scholarship. Their architecture and engineering, pyramids, temples, and obelisks, inspired civilizations from Greece to Rome and beyond. The Egyptian sense of scale and permanence shaped how we build for eternity. Even our calendar traces back to Egypt's solar system of 365 days and 12 months. Every time you check the date, you're using a system born on the Nile. Egypt's influence continues in culture. Tutankhamun's tomb sparked global fascination, inspiring films, books, and fashion. Modern Egyptian music and cinema shaped the Arab world. Egypt is not just a museum, it's a vibrant cultural powerhouse. Its creativity and legacy enrich the world. Egypt's gifts are truly timeless, and their story is still unfolding. In Egypt, the past is a living presence. You see it in a fisherman's felucca, unchanged for millennia, and in the pride Egyptians feel for their heritage. School children learn about pharaohs and pyramids, forging a powerful national identity. This shared history unites over 100 million people, giving them resilience and perspective. Egypt is a modern nation, balancing progress with preservation, building new subway lines while protecting ancient ruins. This tension creates a dynamic culture, always negotiating between old and new. The past offers perspective. Standing before a 3,000-year-old temple, your own worries seem smaller. It teaches endurance and reminds us we're part of a much longer story. In Egypt, history isn't just studied, it's felt. The past shapes the present, like the Nile shapes the land. Here, you're connected to the grand sweep of human history, and that connection is Egypt's greatest gift. Our journey through Egypt draws to a close, but really, it's just the beginning. We've only scratched the surface. Bustling markets, the timeless Nile, the shadow of pyramids. Egypt is a country of infinite layers, each more fascinating than the last. Stay curious, read about pharaohs, watch a documentary, or try cooking Egyptian food at home. The more you learn, the more you'll want to discover. These stories connect us to our shared human past. The ancient Egyptians loved, hoped, and dreamed, just as we do. Understanding their world helps us understand our own. Wonder is a marvelous thing. Let's keep exploring together. If you've enjoyed this journey, consider joining us for more adventures. There are countless stories and places still to discover. The world is waiting. Let's see it together. As the sun sets over the Nile, I feel deep gratitude for Egypt and its people. Egypt is more than a destination. It's an experience that changes you. You arrive as a visitor, but leave with a piece of its magic in your heart. History here is about people. The baker, the artist, the mother by the river. Their hopes and dreams are part of this grand tapestry. By learning their stories, we keep their spirit alive. Let's carry Egypt's spirit with us. Curiosity, openness to history, and the power of human connection. These are timeless lessons, gifts from the past for our future. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and keep exploring.